Hey friends, this is T again with another reaction video. And today we're going to be doing a reaction on Line 22 with no life path, no hope, and no discernible skills. Now, this 22-year-old decided to get on, I'm surprised she's not on TikTok, but she decided to go for the YouTube thing and complain about the fact that she has no life, no prospects, no job, and no skills or nothing, and life is hopeless. And I've been seeing a lot of that on TikTok, man. It's just coming out like left and right. People don't know what to do in this generation. And a lot of boomers and older generations are kind of just saying that these people are just lazy. If they work harder, they can accomplish what they can. But I noticed during life that even when you start making some type of progress, unless you got some kind of inside person or know somebody, sometimes even when you're making progress, somehow the government or some institution somehow mess things up for you by, for example, you get a house, then all of a sudden your insurance is starting to rise, or your property taxes start to rise, and then that's money out of your pocket. Then all of a sudden now you're paying all this insurance money on your car, and the price of cars and houses just getting more expensive. Sometimes it's not just about you just being lazy. It's like every time you try to find something that you think is going to work, it ends up not working. Some people get on the OF account thing, if you know what I'm talking about, thinking they're gonna make millions, but then they come to find out they can barely hold water. And then they get on YouTube. YouTube is not easy. Back in the day, a lot of people was able to make a whole lot of money, but then you find out later there's a lot of behind the scenes support for some of these people that's making a lot of money because they pushing a certain type of message, which is very interesting, right? So sometimes it's who you know, not what you know. And that seemed to be going on in history for a long period of time. And this is something that's not an exception. Okay, but what makes this different is that instead of people just getting screwed privately, now they're getting on TikTok and YouTube and basically opening up about being screwed over or how they feel about life. And this is a very sad thing. I feel sorry for a lot of these people. It's not easy. It's never easy for anybody, and some maybe the elites or the people that control society at large. Maybe it's a little easy for them, but for most people it's not easy, and a lot of people going through difficult times. It just depends on what you're going through and what history. Could have been in the 1960s, could have been the 1950s, 70s, 80s. Who knows? There were difficult times all through history. A lot of people was going through a lot of stuff. A lot of people died. A lot of people starved to death. I mean, it's a lot going on, and this is just something that's also going on too. But it never affects the rich. Never affects them. It just affects everybody else, because they make the rules, and whatever rules they make, it always for their benefit, and it's always against everybody else, the working people, the poor people. Now, should they be getting on like TikTok and YouTube complaining about their life? Maybe not. Should they be like maybe asking for help or try to figure something out on their own? Maybe. But it's just sad to see constantly people just complaining about their lives not meaning anything. It's happening a lot. I've seen a lot of videos about China. A lot of people just really going through hell over there. I was thinking about doing a video of that, but then I came across this and decided to go ahead and do one on this. I haven't watched it yet. I watched a tiny bit of it, so I thought it might be interesting, so I decided to go ahead and do a reaction to it. So let's go ahead and get started. But before we do, please like, subscribe, and share that video. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you know whenever we come out with new videos, okay? All right, let's get started.
I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Erica, I'm 22, and I'm a loser. No, I'm kidding, but not really. I'm making this channel because what I said in the description is true. I'm completely lost in life. I have no idea what I want to do with my life, and I've been feeling really hopeless about it.
Okay, now if you look at this girl, she's somewhat attractive, right? Many people might say she's standard or whatever. She's not really up there with the nines and tens, but she could get a man just by the way she looks. She can get a man, she can get married, right? if she kind of let go a lot of that crazy modern day women stuff, she can probably find a man and have a decent life. A lot of times they want to be girl bosses and do all this other stuff, which make no sense when you can just get married and still do the little bit of the girl boss thing, right? It ain't like you can't get married and get a job, right? You can do that. But a lot of these women they try to make it on their own because they're looking for some type of lifestyle. So they want to like travel the world and they want to mess around with cute boys and all this other crazy stuff, right? And then they find themselves in situations like this. She don't need to be in this situation, man. She can do a lot of things. I have to respect her though, because I don't know her background. I don't know if she's trying to be an OF model or anything else like that. Hopefully not, because I would have more respect for her for the mere fact that she's really trying to get a normal job and really trying to make it in this difficult world. But I think it would help her out a lot if she thought using her looks and try to be very nice and kind and leave a lot of that modern woman stuff behind and find a man, a husband. So both of them can struggle together. A lot better than being by yourself, I can tell you that. But this is another thing too. They also come on these platforms also to garner sympathy, basically. Not when you see a guy on YouTube or TikTok complaining about he ain't got no money or whatever, he just a bum. Nobody really give a crap. You know, it might be entertaining or maybe funny, but nobody really cares. But when women do it, that can be money. You know, because people feel sorry for them, so they might subscribe or they'll send money to her, like on the GoFundMe pages or whatever. So I don't think they just want to get on YouTube or TikTok just to sit there and complain so they can feel better. I think they just trying to figure out another way to make money by making people feel sorry for them. And it worked mostly women, especially beautiful women, right? Because nobody want to see beautiful women suffer. Nobody wants that. Maybe except very unattractive women. They probably don't care. But a lot of the time, nobody wants to see beautiful women suffer. And so when they get on there talking about, I have no prospects or nothing, that's not exactly true. You do have other options that many other people don't have. Like for me, for example. Now, I can't just get on YouTube and complain about my life and how I ruined it. Nobody who would care. They might get entertained by the fact that, I'm on there putting out my personal life story. But other than that, man, nobody would give a crap. But she feel like I believe she feel like that she's gonna gain something from this, and I think it's more than just sympathy. I do think they want sympathy. They want stuff in the comment section. And I'll probably end up reading the comment section. That's one thing I never do when I do these reactions. I never read the comments. So I want to do the comments after a little bit, okay? But let's go ahead and continue to hear what she has to say. Well, that's probably the long pause because she's really thinking about this, or she's in her emotions or something, right? I guess.
I have no career plans. I have no career prospects or life prospects, I guess. I mean, I don't even have any friends, so.
Now, I don't know where she living at. Like I said, I don't know this woman, but she obviously got a place to live. It ain't like she's doing this on the street. And somehow I get the feeling maybe there's some kind of boyfriend or man somewhere in the background in the picture, okay? And she's dressed nice, hair nice, everything. I mean, very little makeup, but either way it goes, man, she seems clean and somebody's taking care of something. And usually these modern women that look like this, they have jobs or had jobs or probably got laid off, whatever the situation is. But she seemed to acting like she don't have anything or never had anything, right? And yet she's not living in a trash can, okay? So let's continue.
There you go. The last 2 years, or more like 4 years of my life have been really not great. I don't want to get into it, but
so why even come on YouTube with it then if you don't want to get into it? That's what's so amazing about these women these days, right? Well, I don't want to talk about it, but I just want to bring it up.
Sorry, I didn't realize this would be so hard to film. Let's just say I never thought I would put myself online.
Yeah, okay.
But desperation leads you a lot of places, I guess, and this is where it's led me.
So, I mean, if you're desperate, shouldn't you be out there looking for a job or something instead of being on YouTube? But everybody want to be a YouTube star, man. I'm here. I'm included too. I'm not exactly trying to be a star per se, but everybody want to make money off YouTube or social media, what have you, right? Everybody trying to do it, so that's why she's here most likely. Okay, that's just my opinion though.
But the more I thought about doing this or not doing this, the more I thought about the fact that there might be other people out there feeling this way.
I love that one when they always say, and the only reason why I'm doing this so I can help other people. That's the whole explanation, right? And nobody gonna really question that, right? Okay, she's doing a great job. She's just helping other people out there that's struggling and don't have a have a plan for life or anything like that, right? There's always the excuse. They just want to help other people, right? Okay.
And if putting this out there, if anybody watches it, helps one other person, then I think it's worth it. I think it's a success. I'll handle the embarrassment. This channel is a safe space for people who have no life. This is not going to be lifestyle vlogs. Look how much better my life is than yours. No, I have no life. My life is terrible.
Because right now that's out of style. Now I don't know if all of you know about this, right? But there's been a trend of women doing these lifestyle videos when they got all these shoes in the background, and they usually doing it in their little closets with all this expensive clothing and shoes and all this other stuff, right? But of late they've been taking it down. They've been removing this stuff, right? They're making excuses why they doing it. They feel like it's meaningless, and that's the reason why we're taking it down. But I have a feeling because people probably make fun of them. You sitting around bragging about all the things you're doing and all the things you have, like traveling and all these fancy clothes, while the rest of us struggling. And they probably getting a lot of hate for it. So now they switching up. They all of a sudden now, the popular thing is not to go out there bragging about the stuff that you got, but now is to talk about the things that you don't have and how much you're struggling now. That seems to be getting more clicks and things. So I think a lot of these women now are just changing strategy instead of really struggling. I bet you $1,000,000 if that was still popular, the traveling and all that kind of stuff, she'd be out there bragging about all the guys chasing her down in the clubs she's able to get into, and being in Italy or Bali and all these other places. That'd be the popular thing. But right now, a lot of people are not feeling a lot of these. I got a great lifestyle videos and stuff. Even celebrities aren't doing that much of that these days because it's just not popular, especially when you can barely pay your car note or your mortgage and things like that, and you can barely eat. I like travel videos. I do like watching people on cruise ships or going to beautiful places and stuff like that, but just for the trip. I don't need somebody going on YouTube talking about how much great lifestyle they have and how better their lives are than yours and things of that sort. I just like travel videos because I like to see things that I've never seen before, and I like to travel. But I get the feeling that her life ain't as bad as she's trying to make it to be. I just got the feeling. I could be wrong, but I just don't see no evidence of struggling. But we haven't heard everything she has to say, so let's continue.
If I was to do that, it would be fraudulent. It would not be real. I've gotten to a point where I can't watch people do anything. I can't even watch like a TV show with people my age in it because I feel like everyone's doing so much more than me, so much better than me. So that won't be this channel, believe me. I'm not trying to play the fiddle here. I have to believe that things will be okay if I keep trying. I have to believe that I'll find a path. I'll find something to do, some sort of career. I don't know. And that brings us to the point of this channel. Are
we getting to the point? On Fresh and Fit, Myron was talking about women can basically get a date even when they're useless, when they're not smart, when they don't got no job or any prospects or anything like that, no talent or whatever, and yet they still can get boyfriends and they still can find somebody to take care of them. And I feel like this woman is in that category, even though she's playing the helpless thing, right? But she got options, and that's the part she's not talking about, the options she have. And I'm not saying that some of the options aren't good options. I'm just talking about, she has them, and most people don't. So a woman like this can basically come on YouTube talking about, I don't know where to go and don't know what to do, but somebody in the behind the scenes is taking care of something. Okay, because if you looked at a lot of these travel videos, a lot of these women who like on Instagram, they be in Bali or all these other foreign countries, traveling and on private jets and in expensive cars, but that there's no boyfriend in sight because somebody was paying they stuff behind the scenes and stuff. I mean, it all started to come out. They wasn't as rich as they tried to make things to be, and sometimes they was borrowing money when they didn't have it. Things of that sort. So then they swear up and down. It's just them. They independent boss ladies. They can just go anywhere they want to, anytime they want to. Having the time of their life, living their best lives, and all this other crap, right? But they're not telling you what's really going on behind the scenes. And I feel like, could be wrong, but I feel like she's not giving the full story. I think something going on behind the scenes, and she has the time to sit here on YouTube, probably during the day, to sit here and talk about she has no prospects because somebody else probably is taking care of all her stuff. If it's not a boyfriend, it might be her parents. I don't know, but I have the feeling that because she don't strike me as somebody that's really stressed out and worried about being put out of her apartment or anything like that, right? She just got all the opportunities set on YouTube all day and talk about the things she don't have.
Really have no passions. Finding motivation for things can be really hard. I thought that together we could try new things, try to find something that could be a passion or a career path. And thought I would share my journey doing that in case maybe it will help someone out there. I don't know. We can learn things together.
I'm just getting the feeling that she really, really want to help people, okay? Just follow me on my journey and see where it goes. I don't know, but hopefully you'll be interested enough and I'm attractive enough that you would want to do it. Probably mostly guys, okay? But I kind of lost interest in what she got to say, so I want to go ahead and read some of these comments, man. Some I thought was pretty cute. Okay, guys think you so. Okay, this is her. All right. 3 things will destroy your life: drugs, alcohol, a bad partner. Okay, that's not too funny. I can identify with you. I'm 81 years old, and I too roam through life aimlessly. Multiple jobs, a few short careers, married with 2 kids and 4 grandchildren. At the end of the day, everything turns out fine, and it will with you. Oh, your path is your biggest asset right now. Your youth. I'm sorry. Your youth is your biggest. Yeah, yeah. You know what he's talking. This might be a sugar daddy right here. It might be a sugar daddy. That's another option she could have, right? She got a sugar daddy already, but this is what I think she wanted, right? That's my opinion, of course. You can fail more than once and still have plenty of time to recover. Good luck. So she gaining the sympathy of 81-year-old men. Okay, so I have a feeling this is what she was going for. Okay, oh, a 70-year-old. Okay, I'm 70 and I still don't know what I'm going to do when I grow up. I have no regrets about my journey thus far. Okay, I tell you, guys are the ones that usually visit these types of channels. Okay, here we go. All right, a beautiful blue-eyed blonde. My God, woman, you were born on third base. Whatever you set your mind and hands to, success is almost inevitable. You would have to actively try to fail. Oh my God, boy. This is gonna be the simp channel. I'm telling you right now. This cooking, baking thing is a good idea. I'm sure we get to that part because I just couldn't make it through the video. And I'm sure you'll have lots of viewers. Oh. In only 11 days. Oh, he a psychic too, boy. A 70-year-old psychic. I don't know what he is. Probably older dude. Only older men these days talk like that now. You already have over 4,400 subs, myself among them. That's more than 400 per. She looking for a sugar daddy. Is that what she looking for? She looking for that. Okay. No, I don't know that for sure. I'm just making jokes here, but I don't know if you read some of these comments, man. A lot of men just seem to be just trying to super her up, man. Here we go. Another one, right? You are young, able bodied, not in jail, not pregnant, and have all those opportunities this world has to offer. Who's writing this stuff, man? I mean, what? Take your sweet time, and I'll pay for all your crap. It didn't say that. I'm just joking. Take your sweet time. Figure out what you want to do with your life. You are allowed to try things. Hate one thing, try another. Change your mind, screw things up. Ask for a do over and do it all again. Other words, just waste your life, right? Because some dude is gonna pay for all your mistakes. Basically, what he's trying to say. Life and career are not a straight line nor a ladder. It's more of a curvy trail full of rocks, rain, and sunshine, tripping, falling, getting up, and no clue where it will lead you. Life will work out in the end, guaranteed. All right, they got confidence in her, right? Even though she like, oh, all I got left is my hopes and dreams. And these guys just fall in line, man. I'm getting older too. Maybe I'm gonna start talking like that after a while. Y'all gonna see me on YouTube with one of these girls, man, talking about, oh, you so fantastic, you so beautiful. It's just a shame that you don't got a job, but one day you will have everything you want. Everything you want. Okay, I'm reading a couple of more. You have it way more figured out than you give yourself credit for. I am 58 years old and still trying to figure it out. So, sugar daddy, I'm telling you, man, she just waiting for that offer. She waiting for that offer, fellas. Come on now. Y'all saying all these nice things, man, but she really want to hear is, I will fly you out. A sentence to start with that, okay? I will fly you out, okay? Or another sentence that may start like, I will send you money, kind of stuff, right? And she looks like she might be foreign or whatever. But come on, man. Come on. Okay. Shout out to you for being honest and real. YouTube might end up being your thing. All these are guys, man. I mean, so far, all these are guys. I'm gonna read one more, man, because this is so entertaining. Okay, you are so young at 22. You're weathered a learning phase. You're at the edge. I'm sorry. You're at the age when you're learning enough to learn. Start where you stand and what you have now. You say you have nothing. Not true. You have realization that you need new direction. You have compassion for others in your situation. Many in all sorts of successful situations never poses compassion. I guess you cannot fail. I guess you cannot teach that. So there's that in your favor. Okay. Cooking, like any creative art, painting, writing, playing music, helps and changes you. A sustained act of creation changes you and changes how you see yourself. Hang in there. You are so young, very young, and have a lifetime to let things play out. Okay. All right. You know what? I would like to say that these guys are sincere, but I get the feeling, man, these guys are just, feeling her, okay? Because she's young and blue eyed and blonde, all of a sudden they just have this go get it spirit for her, right? You could go out there and make a change kind of stuff, right? But I have a feeling they have other ideas in mind. Because these days, man, when tough times come around and people are struggling, women convert right back to their original biology and their behavior. They go back to being dependents, basically, right? They start looking for boyfriends or maybe husbands. These days, probably mostly boyfriends, sugar daddies, things of that sort, or going OF or something, so a lot of simps can pay for them. I mean, that's probably gonna be her thing, and she probably gonna, like I say, if you look on her main page, you're probably gonna see some kind of like, link that you can go to all these different things, right? Her Instagram, her TikTok, possibly other channels that you can pay for through a paywall kind of a situation, right? or go to her Patreon or whatever the situation is, right? But this is the start, right? She got like six something like um subs. So she's starting out small, but she gonna surpass me big time. I mean, she already passed me already. She probably just starting this freaking channel, already passed me already, right? Because all she got to do is go on YouTube and talk about her hopes and dreams. And these guys are very sincere, and they just worried about, you know, we support you. Don't worry about it. But the kind of support she might want is the kind of support that's gonna come out of your wallet. Like I say, man, I'm talking all this smack about these guys. I don't know if these guys are sincere or not. It just, to me, it just don't sound like they are. Okay, I'm sorry, it just doesn't. But I could be wrong. Okay, I could be. But I'm just saying, right? I'm making all these jokes about these guys, right? But wait till I'm 70, 80 years old. I might be talking the same crap. Oh, girl, go ahead on. You beautiful. You can make it. You can do all the things that you want to do. All you got to do is believe. All you got to do is believe with the blue eyes and the blonde hair and the creamy skin and the that's what happens to us old guys. We just get creepier. It is so funny. I'm telling you, a man could not do this. He would not gain any type of sympathy from male or women, right? He come on talking about his hopes and dreams. He'll never, never get anything for that, okay? It would never happen. But only people like her, beautiful women, can get on here talking about, I don't know what direction I want to go, but maybe you can follow me on my journey, which is a setup for, follow me, subscribe to me, and if you don't mind, sending money to my Patreon, kind of stuff. But the fact of the matter is, look, I'm an older person, right? And I'm into social media, okay? So I have a feeling these guys are also in social media too, so they understand the play, you would think, but somehow I get the feeling they don't care. When it comes down to a lot of guys that's desperate or simps or whatever you want to call them, they they know the truth. They know. But then maybe they're in a situation, because I'm trying to be sympathetic about this whole thing. Maybe they're in a situation where they feel lonely and they looking for some type of connection or something like that, right? So they feel like, if they can find somebody sincere, they're going through a lot of breakups and, fake people and fake women and stuff like that. So they're just looking for something sincere. And I kind of can understand that. But, come on, man. Everybody at this point understands how social media work these days. That a lot of people could be just faking it just to get likes and clout and whatever, right? You can't tell me you 51, 71, even maybe 81, you might can get away with it, but yet you're on social media, okay? Making comments. So that means you serve social media. I watched this YouTube thing where a lot of these older people believe they're dating somebody out of the country, but these people are getting scammed. Now, I understand these things can happen, right? But then some of them are getting scammed by celebrities. Do they really think they have a chance with these celebrities, right? I'm talking about people in their 60s, talking about, think they talking to Drake or something like that, right? Honestly thinking there's some type of relationship going on, which is crazy. So I don't know what's going on in these guys' lives when they feel like they need to prop this girl up. She don't, to me, look like she's suffering. Okay, fine. I'll even give her that maybe she don't have a direction. Maybe she's trying to figure things out. But I don't feel sorry for her. I really don't, man. She ain't struggling. We got too many things happening on TV, too many things we've seen on YouTube where a lot of people are really struggling, going through difficult times right now. Those are the people I feel more sorry for. But her on TikTok, in a nice, beautiful background, she clean and nicely kept, talking about she don't know what to do with her life, kind of a thing. Just like those guys said, I think she's going to figure it out. Matter of fact, I think she already figured it out, okay? All right, but that's all I got to say about this. I really appreciate all of you coming by. Thanks again. This is T and Peace.